Do you want to be able to consistently earn money off of it? Do you want to be able to get enough money that it is that you can use to do a particular thing that you probably would not have gotten enough money to do if you were not invested? You are looking for a portfolio that can help you to build a life for your kids. We see people who are saying, oh, my kids are young, but I want a source of income that I can use to be able to pay for their secondary school or university education. These are things that you're going to have to define from the get-go. Hello and welcome again. Whether you are coming back to the channel for a repeat or you are seeing this video for the first time, I'm really glad that you are watching this particular video, because this is going to be one of those videos that you are like, if you're someone who has started to invest in real estate, you're surely just going to be like, why didn't I have this video when I was getting started? And if you're someone who is getting started, I say you are the luckiest person, who is ever going to be on the planet. Why? Because you have the opportunity to do it right and do it in the best possible way that you could actually get started with real estate. Why? That's because today we are not only going to be taking some of the lessons that we've learned from the video from last week, where I talked about how there is no one-size strategy for how it is that you craft and build your investment portfolio. But today we are actually going to be taking some of the points from there and putting them into action. Action in the sense that I'm going to talk you through, possibly we give you a guide through which it is that you can actually start to tailor your own investment portfolio so that it is not only working for you, but it is the best that it can be for you. Investments are meant to work for us. If they don't work for us, they're not necessarily investments, and they're just things that we have acquired along the way. But if you get it right, you can be rest assured that you will be happy for as long as it is that you will have those investments and assets, and so will your children also be happy. My name is Lerato Lekena-Okoro, just in case you are coming across this video for the first time or you have just forgotten what my name is. But then stay tuned and let's get going. So in this video, some of the things that I'm going to walk you through or talk you through would be, one, how it is that you can customize your portfolio. Two, how it is that you can use a blend of strategies to actually start to build a portfolio that is working and is growing for you so that you can keep earning and you can keep gaining appreciation. Another thing that it is that we're going to also be talking about today would be how it is that you ensure that not only is this whole tailor-made investment plan actually working for you or designed to suit you, but I'm going to be introducing a way that it is that you can integrate a very unique approach to investing, even if you do not have all the money. Now, we all know that real estate investing is capital intensive. That's one of the biggest reasons that people would say, oh, that they cannot get started today. After today's video, you are going to have absolutely no reason at all to say that you cannot get started somehow, because I am going to show you what to do. So if you're ready, let's get started. Now, to get started, I'm going to do a very quick recap in the shortest possible way of last week's video. What's the premise that I am only going to be explaining the why that it is that this is important. Now, financial success can only really be achieved when it is that you know what success means to you. Think about it like this. You want to go into a race, or you want to go on a journey, and you're saying you don't know where it is that you're going to, you don't know how it is that you're going to get there, you don't know why you should go there. How are you then going to be able to measure what you think is success? How would anybody be able to measure what success, or that yes, you were able to complete it, or that you were able to achieve the goals that you set out to be able to do? It's only if you're able to define them that you will be able to do that. And the same happens with real estate. With real estate, you need to be able to define, one, what it is that you want your investment portfolio to be able to do for you? Do you want to be able to consistently earn money off of it? Do you want to be able to get enough money that it is that you can use to do a particular thing that you probably would not have gotten enough money to do if you were not invested? 3, would it be that you are looking for a portfolio that can help you to build a life for your kids? We see people who are saying, oh, my kids are young, but I want a source of income that I can use to be able to pay for their secondary school or university education. These are things that you're going to have to define from the get-go. Why? Because 1, they will define how much it is that you need to be able to get back from your portfolio. 2, how much it is that you want to get back would also define how much it is that you need to put in, or how often it is that you need to be able to tweak your strategy or change it, or in what dimensions it is that you will be using any of the strategies I'm going to also be introducing to you. So if you've listened to all of this, you will then figure out, okay, so to understand what success will mean for me in terms of my portfolio, I need to know where it is that I'm going. You're absolutely correct. That is it. So when you can understand that, you're literally halfway to success, because everything else is just going to be about lining up the pieces to be able to achieve that goal. Now, one of my success factors for being able to invest in real estate is the fact that I want to have something that is going to pay me when I retire. I don't want to have to depend on anyone or even my kids, despite the fact that I would have provided for them. I don't want to have to depend on them. I want them to be free, to be able to live their lives. I want them to know that, oh, okay, mommy was able to build out a structure where she didn't have to depend on us, and we have to be able to do that. And after this portfolio has paid me in my old age, I want it to be able to be something that they can take and tweak or use and leverage so that they also can get a stronger starting point on their own wealth journey as against their kids who would have parents who have not done this for them. Now, I will not go into the issue of, oh, my kids are going to be better than somebody else's own. No, this is not the case. This is about what I want for my kids. So people may want it, but they may not be able to achieve it, and that's just going to be reality. But in this case, these are things that I want. And from this decision that I've made, I have been able to tailor and craft and create what my investment strategies are going to need to be for me to be able to do that. So the question then becomes, do you know what you want? Can you write out what you want? Can you define what success would mean to you in terms of building your investment portfolio? If you've answered yes, which I really hope that you've answered yes to at least one of those questions, then you can almost immediately move on to the next stage. If not, take a little time, ponder upon what that is going to be, and then decide when you decide what it is, or you can define what it is, then start to build and craft your investment portfolio. I say that with all humility, because if you do start the investment before then, tendencies are that you may have to offload, sell, tweak some of the things that you would have already acquired or committed to, because they would not necessarily serve you in the long run. That will be more painful. So let's just get it right from the get-go. Now that you have done that, you already have a number, you have a goal, you have a target that you need to be able to achieve with your investment portfolio or your investment strategy. Now we are going to get started on understanding. Again, this is about you. It's about you understanding yourself, knowing yourself. So we're going to now start with you. What's your risk tolerance? Now, the risk tolerance basically defines what your ability to be able to handle stress basically is. For some people, they would be very low risk. Some people, they'll be medium risk. Some people would be high risk, Some people just like the things that are like high risk, higher rewards. That's right. Some people are like, no, Lerato, do not give me nothing that is too risky, we can play a little bit, but I would rather just take it easy. So let's not rock the boat too much. And for some, it would be, I want literally no risk, but I want to be able to have some assurance, have some guarantee. Now, if we were talking investment in general, some of these people would fall in other buckets that are not going to be real estate. But today we're talking all about real estate. And within real estate, you still have all these different options for you to consider. Now, why is this important for you to understand? It's important for you to understand because we also want to be able to make this entire journey where you are investing to be not only efficient, but to also be as seamless and as stress-free as possible. Now, think about if you're somebody who is medium or low risk, and then they give you an option that is very high risk. What are two things that are going to happen? One, you're going to fret. You're going to fret from now till tomorrow, till that thing delivers. You're going to fret. You're probably going to become what we call bridezilla. That person who wants to get married but must go through all the rigors of everything that may go wrong, and you're going to frustrate everyone, including yourself. And then in the moment, you're going to be like, oh, I really wish that I could. After the moment, rather, you're going to then be thinking, I really wish that I had taken the time to enjoy the process, but the time would have gone. Now, if you don't understand your risk tolerance, another thing that could happen would be the fact that you would start something that you will then decide to opt out of. And this has become quite common with people who take on investments that they are not matches for, or that don't necessarily work for them. And working for them doesn't necessarily mean that it didn't pay them. It just means that they couldn't hold on to the end. Now, if you are going to be able to do this, you definitely want to know that you can go the long haul. Long haul would be any time frame that you are going to be able to set, and we will get to that in a minute. But if you really truly want to be able to enjoy the perks, benefits, and outputs of investing in real estate, then you definitely have to go for the long haul. Which brings us to the next topic, would be the time. How much time do you have? How much time do you want to put into this entire process? How long do you want to be on the journey for? How long do you want to have started before you actually start being comfortable? Which person are you? Are you the person who wants to be able to amass a lot before you actually start to be able to enjoy? Or are you somebody who's going to say, I want to start doing this for 1-2 years and then make sure that it starts to pay me enough to be able to do X? When you're able to define, one, your goal, two, what it is that you wanted to be able to do for you, you're going to have to define at what point it is that this is going to actually start to work for you. When you're able to define these three things, I bet you, if someone were to come with that investment, you would feel so much more comfortable to be able to get started, probably even say, yes, you are on the path to being able to build a wealth portfolio that works for you, and you would say, yes, your journey is looking successful. The benefit of being able to find yourself in the process is the fact that you'd also find fulfillment. We find that when people are fulfilled in how it is that they're doing something, that it actually makes it easier for them to be able to embrace the hardships that may come, or the turbulences that may come. And when they're going to pivot, or they need to pivot, they would understand that yes, they need to pivot, not because the first one has failed, but because it's just going to give them a better result. So keep going on this journey, and I really hope that you are enjoying some of the bits and pieces of the tips that we are getting. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so, because this, I think, is definitely one of the best videos that you're going to ever watch on how it is that you can craft a portfolio that's going to be tailor-made for you. So please give it a like at the very least, if you're not even going to subscribe just yet. But yes, give it a like, comment, share it with your friends so that they too can start to enjoy and learn from some of the tips that we are here on.